on the ice this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Thought everybody brought great energy today, and that's something we needed. So I think we were due for a great practice like that, high energy, high compete. So yeah, great day.
And a new goaltender.
Yeah, awesome. Chatted with him a bit this morning at breakfast. Seems like a great guy. So obviously thrilled to have him here.
Did you know anything about James Reimer before you guys signed him?
Not much. I know. I think David played with him a little bit in Detroit, and talked to Ollie about him, and he just said he heard nothing but amazing things about him. So it's awesome.
When there is a new guy on the team, just how important is it to kind of get them involved early, and how do you do that?
Yeah, it's great. First thing he asked me was where does he put his dishes after he's done breakfast, so I had to show him that. A little surprised. But yeah, just watching him on the ice, he was awesome. All smiles for him, and I think that type of energy rubs off on our team.
What do you guys have to do to kind of get yourself out of this?
It's just within our group. We got to dig deep right now. I think not that we're running out of time, but I mean there's half the season left, and to be honest, we got a lot of ground to make up here. But we have all the belief in our group that we can do that. So starts like with a day like this, great practice, high energy, and hopefully it leads into tomorrow night.
Do you look at the standings every day?
I wouldn't say every day, but you got to look at it. Got to be aware.
Sam Gagner was on the ice with the group today. Just what perspective does he bring to the overall team, and has he relayed any message to you from his experience with that?
Yeah, I think I had a few conversations with him in training camp, and one this morning. Again, just awesome guy. I think he was pretty fired up to be here, come on the ice with us, and again, all smiles, cracking jokes with the guys, and I think more of a forward perspective for him. And I think he was talking to a few guys. So.
Sorry, Jake, just going back to you mentioned looking at the standings every day. When you look at them, what's your reaction?
Kind of just what I mentioned before. I think we got to dig deep right now. We're not too late, but again, teams in our division and conference are winning, and we're not, to be honest. So just got to dig deep and find it within this group.
Does it give you some hope just seeing how tight they are?
Yeah, for sure. Just the internal competition that we love. Just got to dig deep. Not really much more to say about that.
Win a couple of days for you?
Yeah, no, it's been good. It's been exciting. I mean, the opportunity to play again and play for this team, it's super exciting.
How much was your agent looking around for teams? Like, how did this process come together?
Yeah, no, I think it was a lot of back and forth. I mean, obviously I was staying in shape back home, skating and working out, and hoping that something, they were hoping there was a good fit and a good situation. And when this came along, it seemed like the right one, and I was excited to jump all over it.
You played in the Spangler Cup, but how game ready are you feeling? And I know you played last night in the AHL.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. I think, honestly, it's kind of a day-by-day process. Like I said, I've been staying in shape, so condition-wise, I feel pretty good. And obviously going over to Europe for a bit and playing the Spangler, you get some pro games and pro shooters and whatnot. And then this last weekend down in Belleville, getting some touches there. So I feel like my game is coming along. Felt good on the ice today. So I think it's one of those things where we're kind of just play it day by day. And when I'm confident that you can step in and help the team, then we'll jump right in.
How would you describe the first impressions of the team so far and just the vibe in the room and everything?
Yeah, really good. I mean, you hear a lot of good things about this room over the last couple of years, and obviously I play with a couple of guys in here, DP and Z and Cuzzy, and even other guys that you're friends with that know this group and the culture that this organization has right now. And so, it's exciting, and being able to be a part of it for 3 hours, it's living up to expectations. So really excited to join this group.
You just want to maybe help stabilize things a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to see what we're capable of. There's some great pieces in here. Like I said, it's got a great culture, and when you have a group of guys with a good culture and that are all doing what they need to be successful and help the team, that's when good things happen. And for me, I'm going to come in here and just try and play my game. Worry about what I need to do and how I can help the guys. And I think that's kind of the sentiment around here is you look yourself in the mirror and make sure you're doing your part. So I'm just going to kind of jump on you know, kind of the good thing they got going on.
You went to camp with the Leafs and you didn't get a contract. At what point did you think maybe this opportunity might not come along, or were you just, like, how'd you stay ready, I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's a great question. I went to Toronto and you know, it was an opportunity to go and skate and be ready in case there was a need there, and there turned out, you know, there wasn't something that was kind of working out for both sides. So, but it was a great opportunity to go and get some reps and work out, and and so from then on, there's a lot of times when you're excited and you believe that something's gonna happen, and there's days when you're a little down and you don't know if maybe you played your last game or had your last opportunity. And so super thankful and grateful that this opportunity presented itself, and so I'm just looking forward to making the most of it and enjoying it.
Were you skating with a junior team or anything?
Yeah, I was with two junior teams, West Kelowna Warriors and the Vernon Vipers. So they were kind enough to let me hang out and skate with them. So it was you know, it was a really fun time to be on the ice with them and their goalies and with the guys. I mean, they had a lot of energy and you know, it was just a lot of fun in that setting. So it was fun to be a part and try and give back and give some advice, but just enjoy the days with them.
Were you skating with them since September?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
He's a pretty good. Sorry, go ahead. Okay. Is it true that this building in particular fits your eye really well? I've heard that over the years here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I joke about the water. Maybe it's the beds at the Brook Street. I don't know what it is, but no, I've really, obviously it was by where I played my first game, so it's special in that way. But I've always there's something about this rink and the crowd that you know, it just seems like it's an earnest, excitable fan base that I think the building it gets loud and it's just it's a fun place to play, and so I've always enjoyed coming here.
It's super early, but have you had a chance to talk about timeline for maybe your first start yet?
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about kind of a template or an idea about when I hope to get in there, but kind of like I said, it's just kind of day to day, and we'll see where things are at.
How much have you been following the Senators this season, and even, you know, since you knew you were joining the AHL team, what are your impressions of their last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, obviously being over in Europe with the time change, you know, it's hard to watch NHL games, but yeah, since this was closing in on becoming a reality, you try to keep an eye on things a little more and get an idea of how they play and whatnot. And honestly, I've been super impressed with just the kind of the commitment they've had or how hard they play. And I think, again, not to sound like a broken record, but I think that it speaks to the culture in the room and kind of the leadership. And so it feels like they're just a hard, like, honest team. And you know, that's, like I said, that's a really good mix.
You mentioned a day-by-day mindset. What is the approach today specifically in talking with Justin on the ice? First day with a new coach, new team. What's that approach like for you on the ice today?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I know PD a little bit. We've crossed paths in the past, and so and we've been talking on the phone and whatnot, and so felt pretty prepared coming in. And honestly, it's just getting comfortable. You know, with NHL shooters, NHL plays. I mean, it's not to simplify it, but it can kind of feel like normal. You know what I mean? It's something that your brain and eyes and whatnot has been used to for the last 15 years. So it's just kind of polishing that and make sure that your reads are where you want them to be. And so, like I said, today I felt good, felt like I was seeing the puck, and so it was an encouraging day.
Is there an order in yet for a new mask?
I think so. We'll see how long it takes to get here, but we got one in the works.
Important was the tone set of practice, the drill set of practice, and just practice itself.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it fun day Monday, but I thought it was a productive day, I thought, on the ice. We had a good meeting with our team beforehand, much like we always do, in getting prepped for the game tomorrow.
What were your first? What were your first impressions of James Reimer on the ice?
I didn't watch him overly close. Day one with the team. Talked to him for a little bit before practice and after, and very upbeat, excited to be here. Been in the league a long time, so.
You played last night. You played 2 games at the Spangler, but no NHL games this year. When you're in a circumstance like this, how long do you think it takes to get ready for an NHL game?
Well, I'm not going to put a time on it. We'll see from a day-to-day how it goes, how he feels. Petey will play a big part in making that call, and we'll see where it goes.
Can he maybe just help stabilize things a little bit, just his veteran presence?
Yeah, I think that's part of being a veteran in the league. You've been through a lot of things. The longer you play in the league, there's a lot of circumstances that you come across, and he's been in the league long enough that, much like some of our older guys, that he'll bring a calming voice as well.
You spoke a lot about desperation, effort in the third period on Saturday. I'm wondering, heading into tomorrow's game, does it seem like the group's on the same page with what needs to change?
Yeah, our groups, they really understand their game. They know how they have to play to be effective. I think they have a lot of belief. I know as coaches, we have a lot of belief in our group. We know how good a team we have and how good we can play if everyone's playing their best. It starts there. Not necessarily your best game, but above average for sure. And when we do, we're very effective. How do we play against Florida? I said it the other night. We didn't give up a lot. But we didn't create a lot. And I thought we could have had a little more desperation in our game. Talked about that with our group. And I'm sure we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah, with that practice today,
Yeah.
just maybe talk about that a little bit. Do you expect him to be with the team?
No, I just came up for a day. He's been helping out in Belleville. We thought it'd be good to get him in, and he's worked with a couple players before. He's just around for a day.
Your power play, I think, since December is kind of bottom half of the league. What do you think you guys can maybe do to maybe improve on
Yeah, it hasn't been sharp enough. I think it's easy to finger point one or two things, but they've got to be better. It's not just one or two things, but I do think we can attack the net a little more, a little more shot first mentality. But it's easier said than done too. The penalty kill has a big say in when you shoot the puck, and we just got to be sharper. Our execution can be a lot better.